Duval. Till the day that I die. Till the nigga get it high. Ain't no harm in the side. Till I done gave it all I got for the city. I'ma ride.
And welcome back. We are back here at Jazzy's. This is the Excuse the Duval and Me podcast live here at Jazzy's at 901 King Street, starting from 7 to 9. Please come on out and join us going forward. And we want to just go ahead and jump on into the topics. Well, no, first of all, let's go ahead and introduce the panel yet again. I'm your host and moderator, Sage. And we have Mr. Controversial here, Cap One. We have a newbie. Y'all saw him last week, but he's back with us this week. We have Jahari. You know what? Okay, the baby of the group. And then we have Mr. Dos Equis himself, the most optimistic man in the world. Remo, winner life. Winners win. So that's everybody that's up here right now, but we should be having our special guest, Mr. Al Pete. He should be arriving in a few minutes, and he will slide in with us as soon as he gets here. And also, Cassius Clay should be here as well, the champ. So just bear with us, and we're going to go ahead and jump on in because we have a lot of hot topics that we need to discuss. And so we are going to go ahead and start off with Ramsey wanting a trade. What do you guys have to say about that?
Oh, man. Well, me being a Florida State man myself, I was very, very taken aback. First off, I think something's going on, guys. We got to really look at what's going on with the players and the coaching staff. I mean, first we got Telvin just retires. I know it had been some rumblings about him having some personal issues, but now with Jalen and the blow-up and now asking for a trade, but he's saying that while he's here, he's going to play his hardest, and there's been reports that he's saying all you guys want is crab trays and good smoke. If you holler at me, but never mind. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I really think that there's something internal going on. Maybe old man Coughlin is back to his old tricks, being a disciplinarian, and I just think that we need to have Mr. Khan come together and bring these guys together, and we bring this team back together because we're about to implode. I'm not sure where we go from here. I mean, if we trade Jalen, okay, we get 2 first-round picks, but Boye, our next top, most experienced corner, is hurt. And a lot of people think hot garbage juice is the term I believe that was used last week. I like Lil Boye if you look at the numbers, but I don't know. What do you think, Remo?
We in trouble. We in a lot of trouble, but it ain't nothing new. This trouble been going on for years and years. I think it really got serious last year when certain players that didn't play up to deserving picking up options, their options were picked up, and they weren't on the defensive side of the ball. I think Doug Marrone lost the locker room then. For some reason, it still spilled over into a new season. Now what you have is a defensive squad because Jalen Ramsey is not the only unhappy Jaguar. Please understand, Jalen Ramsey is not the only unhappy Jaguar. He's just the biggest voice. That's all. That's the only difference. He's the biggest voice. Jalen is gone. A few more players from the defense are going to be gone.
Gakwe, I think.
And we're still going to have the same front office that we've had. And I don't understand the love affair that we have with him.
Caldwell,
I mean, Doug Marrone
lost his job.
I don't want to say he sucks, but Doug Marrone is not a 500 coach over his career, college as well as NFL.
That's true.
Dave Caldwell, best pick in the NFL right now is Jalen Ramsey, and we see how that's going. Tom Coughlin has ran every team into the ground that he's been at. Throw the Super Bowls out there, but by the time he left New York, hot trash.
He got Odell.
Okay, and what Odell doing now? So it's like everything is coming back full circle, and
Okay.
if you think that it's going to stop with Jalen Ramsey, buckle up. You in for a long ride, and it's not the players.
All right. To be fair though, Marrone, the injuries, I can't really fault him for the amount of injuries he had. It was just like catastrophic. It was like some kind of plague was on him, like ancient Egypt or something. The amount of people went down. We were down to the third string.
Could that be
Lineman.
strengthening conditioning?
It could, and you are the head coach, but who could predict that? I mean, really. Third string, maybe first, second string. My biggest problem with Marrone is the same problem I'm having on Saturday. When the pressure's on, it's hot, you don't seem to know what's going on. Like I've heard you say that yesterday with the 2-point conversion, you decided in the fourth quarter, if it comes down to it, we're going for the 2-point and we're going to run that play. Well, what if the game dictated that they were stuffing the run and the receivers were cooking? The quarterback was cooking. Oh, wait, that did happen. You know what I mean? I'm like, who makes that decision before a game? I mean, me, myself, I just played a little high school ball, a lot of Madden. Maybe it's, above my pay grade, but I don't think that you go into a game plan like this is definitely going to work no matter, I'm not changing, adjusting, nothing.
I understand where he was coming from with that, though. He had already made up in his mind that he was going to play aggressive. Marrone is a nervous guy. If you ever notice, when he talks, he has a nervous tick. He's really uncomfortable. So some of his words, when it come out, I get it.
I got a problem with all that. He eat bologna sandwiches, all that. What kind of NFL coach eat bologna sandwiches? Ain't never heard no coach talking about he eat no bologna sandwich. You supposed to be going to Ruth Chris, bro.
That goes to my point, though.
Oh,
that goes to my point.
Get his comment behind up out of here. Get him on the next Greyhound.
It's like it's not only a city that's divided on this topic right now. It's a team that's divided.
Yeah.
No one is acknowledging the elephant that's in the room. It just automatically jumped to, oh, he got a bad attitude. Oh, he's a prima donna. Okay, as you mentioned to, Telvin Smith was nothing but a high character guy.
The captain.
That just all of a sudden decided, you know what?
The captain.
I don't want to play football no more this year.
I don't want to play for y'all no more. Actually, it wasn't just football. I don't want to play for y'all.
I don't want to play for y'all no more. And no one is addressing that. And until that gets addressed, we're going to lose a lot more players because now we have players that actually want to win as opposed to the players that we had in the past that just get the best player that you can for the cheapest price.
Get my check and I'm out. I got a question for you, bro. A lot of people been going off on my man, calling him a sissy, saying he metrosexual because he crying and the neck rolling and all that. Look at the stats. Look, I don't know what the man doing in his private life, but y'all getting upset with somebody because he's showing emotion about losing. So what you want him flicking it up? I mean, signing autograph with the other team, they changing jerseys. I mean, no, I want a cat that's upset because we lost. I want a cat that feel like I could have made a difference, especially with y'all $88 million man down. The D know that it's on them again, like last year with Blake. I mean, I think the D told the company line last year, knowing that Blake wasn't the dude, but if we ball out super, we can do it. We got to be Baltimore 2000 special in order to win a Super Bowl. That didn't work. So now it's like a residual effect is left over. It's like, here we go again.
All over again.
You know
and
what I mean?
still can't get paid.
Yeah, and everybody, and I can't get paid,
and
so now
Jan can't
everybody
get
getting
paid.
these mysterious injuries all of a sudden. Oh, okay. Here go my man, Young Harry.
Man, it's a problem in Jacksonville, man. I don't really know what y'all got going on personally. It's like a hot mess every year. Your fan base is trash. I hate to say it. Yeah, it's trash. Y'all will switch up. The minute y'all lose 2-3 games in a row, it's a wrap for y'all every year. No loyalty, third down. It might be 3rd and 8. You don't never hear the fans hyping up the defense to get a stop. It just never looks like there's no energy, no pride for the guys. And it's ridiculous. You know, you know me, I'm a Falcons fan. I done seen the worst of the worst. Hey, shout outs to Jake Matthews for that pancake. I ate good in the morning that day, the day after. That pancake was lovely. Shout out to Julio, jet way or no way, baby. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, but anyway, back to the Jags. Hot mess. I don't know how y'all can recover from this because I thought Jalen Ramsey was that one for y'all. That one, only one, 2.0. I mean, I got a thing for 2.0, man. That fool was wrong, man. I don't know what y'all got to go. We ain't giving no Julio for 2.0. Can't do that. Nah, man, but all honesty, I like Jaguars and what they've become over the years. It's been a long road for you guys. I really appreciate it. The improvements year after year, but it always seems like it's a locker room problem, man. It's never about football with the guys.
Okay, I'm not going to hold the fact that you have that Georgia Bulldog hat on your head. I'm not going to hold that against you. You brought up a good point. It always seems to be something. So if over the years it always seemed to be something, wouldn't that stand to reason that it's not the players and it may be the organization, since they have been the only consistent there?
I think that's why we can't get any big name free agents. We've got to really I was shocked when we got Malik and Calais and didn't have to overpay. Usually, historically, we have to overpay to get anybody to come here because our organization. And I think after a couple of years, any draft picks, they realize it, they ready to go. Like I say, my biggest problem with the coaching staff, they don't seem to make adjustments. They seem out of touch with what's going on. Today's player is different. I'm sorry. It's not when I used to wear the helmet with the extremely big cage. They like wearing their $2 million watches and doing the jig out there when they score touchdowns, and it's all about your brand. And I'm sorry, Coughlin and Caldwell, whatever his name is, they need to get with it, man. They are killing the franchise. They're killing the vibe of a city that's already a kind of walk up to support you city. If you balling, we got you. We'll love you to death. Boy, if it's looking ugly and a few jokes come our way, man, I don't know them. Who? So.
Well, okay. We are going to take it to another question. That was good, guys. That was really good. That was rousing. We're going to see what comes up this week. I'm pretty sure a lot's going to be going on this week, and we will touch base on that again, following up next week.
All right, guys. Next topic that we're going to roll into, speaking of the front office and some of the coaching, the head coach himself, Doug Marrone. Is he finally on the hot seat? And if we get rid of Marrone, I'm thinking after this year, who do we replace him with? Who's out there? What candidate do you like?
Common sense would say Doug Marrone's seat is so hot you would think that it was in the depth of Hades. But in all honesty, I really just don't know.
Yeah.
Doug Marrone was a part of the Jaguars being historically bad. Like he was a part of that coaching staff with Gus Bradley. So if you're going to get rid of the cancer, get rid of everybody. He's still here. So what's going to change?
Right.
Nothing is new. Right now, everyone thinks that it's Ramsey's fault. Oh man, he's just such a bad guy. No one is looking at Doug Marrone. So where in the seat should be hot, I really just I don't know.
I think basically the fan base and most of the people that I've seen out there on the blogs and different social media venues are basically saying that they feel like he was kind of disrespectful. It's kind of, if you play any kind of football, you already know no matter what, as a player, you don't really, show up your coach or disrespect your coach on the field. If y'all got a problem, you straighten that, especially from a leader, the man who's on the face, basically, of the franchise. And I think that's another problem that's underlining all this that a lot of people aren't talking about, that Jalen is the face, and they really wanted to be Foles And that's where I think part of the whole problem came from. Well, they never thought Minshew was going to play. But now, and that's why, because they, once again, don't want Jalen to be the face of it. Who really wants a defensive guy with a lot of swagger to be the face of their franchise? Usually they want the good
The
family
coach is
man.
always, not the coach, but the QB is always the head of the franchise, no matter how you want to look at it.
True, but for here, when we had Blake Bortles, it was always a defensive player because Blake is not that dude.
He was always the fault at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Even when he was throwing.
I mean, yeah, but still, when you go past the stadium, who do you see? You see 3 defensive players. You see Ngakoue, A.J. Boye, hot garbage juice, and my man Ramsey 2.0. I'm just saying, where really else do you go besides maybe a Baltimore or somewhere where Ray Lewis for years came out there and squirreled and did his thing, regardless of what the offense is doing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, and it's like Jacksonville also being such a sleepy, backwater town. Yeah, I said it, and he was right. Y'all only care about garlic trays and good drugs. And me. You know what I'm saying? J-Ray, get at me, man. But for real, though, I mean, the city's so backwater. It's like, no, we don't want that guy out there. We want him to perform and do all that, and we're along for the ride as long as he talking about we're going to win the Super Bowl and go out there and win that B. And then it was like, oh, did he just curse on TV?
Right.
Like, man, ease up, man. Y'all know the man hype.
Right.
Y'all don't want that? I want that. I want
passion.
fire.
That
I want passion. The same people who say that are the same fans who come out at a Florida State game and tell me, why Taggart ain't mad? Why he just sitting over there walking back and forth? Where his passion? Man, y'all got to make up y'all mind, Duval. I mean, really. I get it. It's hot out there, all that. But come on, man. We got to get behind the city. It's the whole reason why we doing this. As a city, we got to get behind the Jaguars, man. Win, lose, draw, hot, storm, tropical storm, whatever. You know what I mean? We got to start supporting, man.
I think with the Jaguars, both players and a lot of diehard fans, we're just existing at this point.
Yeah.
It's like we here.
Yeah.
Hey, like you say, as you mentioned, we're in the stadium, but it's almost like we're kind of just hanging out.
We hanging out. It's a social event.
We're still paying good money for it to be a social event.
Yeah,
we're still there, and it's almost like the first quarter we're like, oh, the second quarter like, third quarter, hey, bartender. Fourth quarter, man.
They ain't serving drinks no more? I'm out this bitch. You feel me?
So we can't expect premier players to continue to put their body on the line
you
for.
can't. I'm not mad at them at all.
I can't be mad at Marone because I can't expect him to do much of anything either. If nothing is going to change, nothing's going to change. If that's what I got to accept, let me accept that. I'm still going to pull for the city, but at least I won't get hyped up on Sundays. I get up and just go through the motion rather than thinking that we actually got a shot.
But I just wanted to say in regards to that, because I'm passionate about the city and the team in that regard, and that's why we are doing this podcast, is to light a fire in the city, because it takes the team, but it also takes the city, it takes the fans, it takes all of us in order to make what came about 25 years ago continue for another 25, but not just continue, but thrive. So please reach out to us and like and share the pages on all Excuse the Duval Me social media, and send it, post it, like it, so that we can all try to share in the bounty that's going to be coming if we can keep the team and keep the team going. But the way that things are going is really sad, and I just want everybody to pull together.
But I think our biggest thing about firing Marone, who are we going to get? I mean, historically, we've always gotten those Jack Del Rios, Malarkey. We always get that, supposed to be not necessarily hot. We don't never get the McVays and nobody like that.
Go get Nick Saban.
We always go get the weirdest, coordinator. He's solid, but you're like, who? You know what I mean? So if we do get rid of Marone, who was just our offensive line coach or something, assistant offensive line coach or something.
And when the
we
last time the
promoted
offensive
him-
line been good?
Exactly, and we just promoted him. That's what I'm saying. So who would we get if we do get rid of Marone?
Go get Nick Saban. Let's throw some money around.
You don't want Urban?
No,
Till he catch a heart attack, he can get us right.
no.
Urban will do y'all some good.
I think so too, bro. I'm being serious. I think Urban will put some discipline in the board.
Absolutely not.
To spread the hot thing in the NFL.
Pressure buzz pipes.
What you mean? The man got 3 national titles.
Pressure coming to a team that's sorry like
I mean, in Jayville, where the pressure at? Small market. It ain't nothing like he dealt with Ohio State or Florida.
I'm good on him.
You good?
I tell you,
man,
Saban.
you just saw it, man. Yeah, you in your feeling, man.
Okay.
Beans will tell you if he wasn't in his
Okay.
feelings.
Go Gators. Yeah, like it's not a military secret. But actually, in all honesty, I really, it isn't a big name, and I really do feel like not only do we need a big name and a big splash, we need a big coach.
You know what?
We really
You know
need
who
a
I
big
like to
coach.
really see? I don't necessarily think we need a big coach. I think we need an experienced coach who going to play to the strength of our team and who can be a good delegator and go get the right people. A Belichick, yes, a Belichick type dude. I like Don Capers. He'll bring some energy to the D. You know he going to blitz. He going to get them excited. And if he go get the right person to run that offense, I'm all aboard with Minshew. We trade Foles, go get Minshew some weapons around him, and let's take off. That's my plan. I mean, if we go, I'm talking about just hypothetically, if we gonna fire your man's Marone, get DC, man. He old dirty bird, man. He old dirty bird. I hope Julio step in a pothole on the way to the car. Yes, I do.
Excuse
Yes,
the
I do.
Duval in me.
Go
but,
Nose.
Yes.
I'm still mad with
I
Alabama.
do.
Go Nose.
Till the day that I die, till the nigga get high, ain't no harm in the side. Till I done gave it all I got for the city, I'ma ride.